Hi and welcome to Dave Barlow Guitar, and in this video I'm going to be talking about this product here, which is the Blackstar AIRWIRE i58. It's a new product, and I only found out about it the day before yesterday, which was Friday. Anyway, so depending on when you're watching this video and depending on whether I put this video out, of course. So I think I was online looking at something, and I saw an ad come up. I think it was on Facebook or something like that. And the reason why I kind of sort of looked at it is because I recognised a guitar player. And I go, oh, I know you. You used to be in my band. And anyway, it was a guy I know who used to be in my band called Alice, and he was playing in a Blackstar advert with Marissa and the Moths. I think the band's called. Go and check them out. Pretty good band. Anyway, so he was playing that, and I thought, oh, what's that thing he's got on his guitar? And they were advertising this AIRWIRE i58, and it's the first I ever saw about it. And I usually kind of, I'm up on these things. But anyway, so I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. And I sort of looked at it, and it sort of said, and I don't know if you can see this, it says 5.8 gigahertz frequency. Now, if you're aware of my channel and you know what I've been using, where is it? Where are they gone? Just when you want them. I've been using XVive. So that's what I've been using. These are 2.4 gigahertz, and if anybody knows, maybe you do know or you don't know this, hang on, there's some more here, look, that I got a few pairs of them. So if you do know about these are 2.4 gigahertz, as I just said, which is the same frequency in the UK anyway, as far as I'm aware, as Wi-Fi. So and there's a lot of Wi-Fi routers out there in clubs, pubs and venues and stuff like that are being used, including extenders and all sorts of stuff. And I'm assuming that some people have had trouble, you know, with the 2.4 gigahertz bandwidth connectivity, which, to be honest with you, I haven't. And I've done a lot of pubs and clubs, and I've done a few big venues over the last 9 months or so, 12 months or so. I've not really had any big issues. However, I've had a couple of little issues, and they're usually, for me, they've been in like pubs where they got the routers right up next to where the band's playing. And if you stand in a spot, boom, just goes dead. Nothing wrong with these, by the way. It's just and I play like 90 gigs a year, for Christ's sake. So, you know, I'm bound to find problems somewhere along the line. But as a rule, I found them okay. But anyway, it matters not. So Blackstar are saying, well, you know, these are better. These are 5.8 gigahertz, 35 meter transmission. So like you can walk 35 meters away, and you've still got a good connection. Plus, on the box here, 9 hours of playing time, which is great. That's I think these XVive are 5 hours. They claim about 5 hours, which is, yeah, I'd say when they're new, is 5 hours. And obviously batteries degrade over time, so over a period of time the batteries go dead. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I've owned 3 pairs of these in the last 5 years, and I've killed the batteries. But yeah, 90, 100 gigs a year, plus rehearsals, and maybe some mucking around in the studio with them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these batteries only last so long. However, with these XVs, you can take them apart and put new batteries in. Anyway, this video is not about XVs, something to go on about, because I used them a lot. So, but anyway, back to the Blackstar. Now, I've taken the dongle things out so you can see. But let's see what else you get in the pack. You get instructions and a VIP pass. You get a little bag to keep them in, if you so wish. I'll show you how I transport mine a little bit later. What else you get? You get a charging cable as well, which looks like this, which is a normal ending there, and it is USB-C on the other side, which fit these. Probably on your mobile phone. Anyway, so, and obviously you get these 2 dongles. Now, right, so what most people do when they review these, or have reviewed these from what I can see, because I've done my homework, is they've been sent them, or they've purchased them, whatever, right, and they've got them out of the box, and they've looked at them, and they've paired them, and they've done all this thing, and then they plugged them into their guitar and went, oh yeah, it's great, well, whatever. I'll go through all the bits and pieces in a minute. And then they've come up with this, yeah, they're good. Okay, well, I thought, well, I could do that too. And then I thought, nah, I ain't going to do that. So what it did is, rather than kind of work out how they work and what they do, I thought, well, I'll just take them to a gig and I'll play a gig with them. So that way I can give you an honest review how I use them, or how they help me, or not help me, or as the case may be. Okay, so basically you get two. One's a transmitter, one's a receiver. Now, it says on one side, I don't know if you can see that, that's a receiver, that's a transmitter. So, so what you do with this transmitter, the first thing you do is, you see here, there's a power button. There's one on this side too. So you press the power buttons. Let's do that. Let's just do that, all right? So you press the power buttons down until the lights come on, which are there. You see those two stars there? Now let me just switch that power off again, just for a second. I know what you're thinking, because I thought the same too. I'm thinking, well, are they on? Are they off? Actually, when it's dark, you can actually see a lot better. Trust me on this. So yeah, when it's dark, in a darker environment, it's easier to see. However, it did catch me out, because obviously when I'm setting everything up, it was light in the venue. So it was difficult to see whether they're on or off. It's not a complaint, I'm just making you aware of it. So also, when the two dongles are on, you'll also see on this side that they've got some indicators here. And these 4 indicators on each one, you can see there's 4, it's numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. Now on there you should be able to see a little light. Now you're probably thinking, well, I can't really see that light very well. Well, do you know what? You can't. But they're really poor lights. Even when it's dark in the venue, you can see them, it's okay. But you know, when you're setting up, it's difficult. Mind you, I've got older eyes than a lot of guitarists, because I'm an older player. So maybe I can't see them so well. But I got to be honest with you, let's go back to Xvive. Big difference. Let's show you this one. This one's got the blue, which one's got the blue light on? Oh, they don't. Anyway, so yeah. So yeah, they're little LEDs and you can't see them that well. So a bit of a gripe so far, but you know, once you got them set up, you probably do it with your eyes closed anyway. Once you're used to using them, it's fine. And you know, when the lights go down and you're ready to rock and roll, you can see all the lights. So that's fine. Obviously, pairing is quite simple. They got 2 pair buttons here on this side. And obviously I need to have my glasses on to read it, because again, I got older. You just hit the buttons, both buttons, and they'll pair. Pretty much immediately when I did them. It's so easy, I don't even know why I'm telling you. But anyway, that's it. They're easy to set up. Now, so the other thing you got on here, oh sorry, changing channel, just hit the pair button. And on this one, just hit the pair button on that one and it changes. It's in the instructions, it's super easy, all right? So obviously, because they've only got 4 channels, if you've got 4 members of your band playing with these, you all have to have a different channel. You can't have the same channel. You have to have different channels, right? The other thing is the cable tone. This is on the receiver. There's a cable tone switch just there. And if you switch to cable tone, the cable light comes on, which is there. Now, obviously, it doesn't look like the light's on, but trust me, the light's on. There's the light off. That means the cable tone's off. Now, I couldn't see it last night when I couldn't tell whether I had the cable tone on or off. Let me explain. When you're in a venue and there's lots of instruments and there's lots of noise and you're playing away and it's loud, sometimes you can't work out sometimes your tone's different. You'll play at a different venue and you'll sound different. That's just the way it is. So anyway, I couldn't work out whether I had the cable on or cable tone on or off, and I thought, well, I'll just switch it one way in the first half of the gig, which was an hour long, and I switched it the other way in the second half of the gig, which was an hour long. Now, so on the second gig, halfway through, I was thinking to myself, well, do you know what? I think I know which way's which. I think I know that the way I got it now is cable tone off, and the way I had it before was cable tone on. Well, I was wrong. It's the other way around. So there you go. If you don't know, you don't know. And I'm used to having no cable tone because I'm used to using these, which don't have any cable tone. Anyway, bit of a rant, but there you go, that's that. Other than that, pretty good. So, the other thing is that, did I have any dropouts? No, I didn't have any dropouts at all in this particular boozer, which is really good. I went for a wander as well, which I didn't get on camera because my wife was on the camera. She was too busy chatting to somebody else behind the bar. Long story. Anyway, so we didn't get that. But like, you just have to just trust me. And I've done this cable walk test before. The problem with the cable walk around test is that generally these things don't go through walls very well. So it's usually, you know, your 35 meters or whatever it is they claim is line of sight. So like, if you go out and into the audience and do an Angus Young thing, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But if you walk round the corner to the corner shop or to buy alcohol from round the corner and it's only 30 meters away, these probably aren't going to work because they don't go around corners and through bricks and houses and buildings and bars or whatever. So there you go. So I think that's all you need to know about these. Again, like I say, I tried them last night. I put them on a guitar and everything's good. Oh, one more thing. Let's have a look at this, because when I first looked at them, they were a little bit bulky. So I think what we need to do is just before I finish this video, I need to show you how they fit on a guitar. So because it's kind of important, this bit, because let's put it on this. It's an SG style guitar, so it's got to go that way, like that. Because the input jack is a nice solid input jack, that's not going to flip around too much. So you can just put it there like that, and pretty much it stays reasonably put. The only downside to this is you can't see whether it's on or not because the light's on this side. So yeah, don't know why they would put the light on this side, not that side. But anyway, so that's that guitar. Let's try it on a different guitar. So here's a Strat. So on my other guitar like that, I can't do that, so we're gonna have to turn it that way around and put it in like that. Great thing with the Strat is now you can see this light here, which shows you that it's on. That's what it looks like. Sort of destroys the look of your guitar a little bit, but you know, that's the price you pay for one of these things. Can you have it like that? You can have it like that. Or like that. That's it. So that's a Strat. So what about kind of normal jack input? Let's have a look at this one. So this is a Gibson style guitar. Let's put that in there. That'll probably go like that. You see that? This jack isn't so stiff, so it just flops around a little bit, which is kind of a bit annoying. Sometimes you can just put it in place there, but then you might knock it. I don't know. I suppose you could gaffer tape it in place or something, just like that. Bit flippy floppy. I tell you what, I have noticed though, if you are using, because I do this a lot now, not with this jack socket, but this is a barrel. Usually they're stiffer than this, so this barrel's probably on the way out, because they're usually a lot stiffer this way. But you can put in like a stereo jack socket, and they're usually a lot kind of, they'll hold it a lot, so they're a lot stiffer. That's just, but you know, so that's how they fit. The other thing you can do, bear with me, is you can get one of these. This is a double barrel jack socket, and what you can do is you get an extension lead like this, put that in there like that, put that in your pocket, or let's just try it out. Hang on a second. So I'm going to put that side in there, and this you can hang on, let's see if it works. I haven't tried this yet, bear with me. You could hang it on you. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, well, you could sort of put it in your pocket, or I don't know, clip it somewhere. If you do go around down this double barrel jack route, buy a good one of these. Don't buy a cheap one. You've got to buy a good quality one of these, because the cheap ones are just rubbish. and they'll just be cutting out all over the place. But anyway, so to round up what I think of these Blackstar's dongle wireless things, i58. I think that the LED lights need to be bigger or brighter. The LEDs on this side, although are bigger, they need to be maybe a different colour than the writing, or from when it's on it. So let me turn it off again, just so you can see. I'm going to turn the power off. You can tell what power off. Power's going off now. Now the power's off. Can you tell the difference? I'll put the power on again. Power's on. So yeah, I think once you've used them a few times, it probably doesn't matter. It's just that when I first used them, it created a lot of confusion last night to me, going like which one's which. That's another thing, right? So they both look the same. They both look exactly the same. There's nothing on there to say which one's the receiver and which one's the transmitter, apart from a small piece of writing here. Now, wouldn't it be better if the transmitter was red and the receiver was blue, for example, LED? You watching this, Blackstar? Probably not. I'm wearing a t-shirt. Anyway, that's what I think of this. It's long-winded. I've talked a lot. I'm going to annoy loads of people by talking so much. There should be some clips somewhere on this video if you haven't seen them already of me playing. If not, I apologise, but we'll put them in, hopefully. And that's it. That's what I think. They're great, by the way. Use them. I'm going to use them. I'm going to continue using them. I'm going to bear with it. After I've used them for 3 or 4 gigs, I'll get used to it, and I'll just know where the buttons are, and I know what I'm doing. I won't need to see the lights. It'll be fine. But they are very good. The sound quality is good as the X-Vive, and I think the X-Vive, or whatever you think of them, they're pretty hard to beat in terms of quality and the cost, what you get for your money. These are good for what you get for your money. I can't remember how much they retail for, but it was under 150 quid if I remember rightly, and I think they're well worth the money personally. Like I say, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to stop talking because I've talked too much. Anyway, have a great day or evening or weekend or whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll catch you later.
12 seconds later.
Right, this is an addition to this video. As you can see now, I've put a piece of tape on the receiver, which is a piece of glow-in-the-dark type tape anyway, on the receiver, so I know which one's which, you know, when I get them out of the, when I take them off the board, just for me, because I can't read what it says. But anyway, at the moment, this light here is flashing, which means that the, it needs charging up, because I've had them on, you know, playing around with them for ages now, plus doing a gig with them for a couple of hours. So, yeah, so there you go. So let's turn it around the other way so you can see the lights here. They look a bit better. Let's turn the light off, see what happens, shall we? Let's see what's going on. Okay, cool. Well, my piece of glow-in-the-dark tape's working really well. And you can actually see the lights in the dark. Like I said before, it's a lot easier to see when it's dark, but we need to see them in the light as well. On the other side, yeah, that's much better. We can see those in the dark much better as well. So that's how I transport them on my board when they're not in use. When they are in use, this goes on here. And I suppose you could have it like that, or you could have it like that. Or out the way like that. I don't know. But yeah, just so you can see that, you know, you can see the lights.